Allegedly it was BB and C. Keep an eye out. 2 individuals, male.
Oh my
God.
2
individuals cross the street over here into Legion.
Yeah.
In front of that V-Star.
You'll get drafted,
on your right.
There's no way you don't.
Yeah.
No way.
West Capitol.
Possible. Alright. Goodbye. Enjoy the show.
Why did you guys kill her? Why did you guys kill her?
Kill who?
Oh shit. Kibble.
We didn't kill Kibble. What are you talking about?
No, we didn't.
Oh. I've got 2 BBMC members here on Elgin Avenue.
I'm gonna
Just
run.
fleeing from Legion Square. They're running west.
We didn't kill. Last time we saw
100%?
Kibble. Last time we saw Kibble, she said, "I'm running back to my police car," and then she ran back towards MRPD, and then we went this way.
We're gonna have to detain you, brother. We're gonna have to detain you because there is
For what?
information found that you guys have been
Ask
We
a
can
Kibble.
talk. Let's talk. Come over here.
Yeah, let's talk. Come on.
Alright. Legal rank you will be? I actually don't know, bro. I swear.
You're repeating what we just said.
Yeah, that's what he just said. That's what he just said. It's what he just said. He just said that. Yeah, he just said that. What's up?
So what'd you say? What'd you say about Kibble?
Kibble said, "Hey, I'm gonna go back to MRPD to get my car," and then she went back to MRPD to get her car, and that was like just past 10:42, and then we came this way. Well, actually, no, we went over to the homeless camp, and then we came this way, and then Kibble was going back to MRPD, and we haven't seen her since. Is she okay?
You guys didn't do anything to her?
No.
No.
Stopping.
Why do we do anything to Kibble?
I'm just exercising.
Where's where the other officers go? What the fuck?
I don't know, they just left.
The other vehicles here, it's the blue and colored Audi.
Might be picking up.
Also an interference.
I think Kibble's gonna be coming
Where's
here,
Kibble?
right?
Is she okay?
Yeah, is Kibble okay?
I got the vehicle.
Because she's like, "Hey, I'm going back to MRPD to get my car."
West
Like,
End.
I
okay.
have no
And then she
gas.
didn't come
I
back, so we
need
went across the street and we went to a homeless camp, and then we came back over here, and then we're walking this way.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, let's see. We'll wait for Kibble to come. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Whoa.
Don't worry about it.
How did your tooth fall out?
There's a blue and colored two-door
actually got wobbly.
interference vehicle. It just tried to pit me.
Can we get an
Aerodynamic.
Seems like they're coming.
Hey, where's Kibble?
Where's Kibble?
If we search for any weapons, right, you can come in the cop car and go meet Kibble. We'll take you to Kibble. What do you have?
No, we're
I mean,
good.
we're Bondi boys. Searching for
Yeah,
let's be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, let's be real. We're
Yeah.
gonna find weapons.
Yeah, how about this? How about we don't pull weapons on you and we all go to Kibble to make this simpler?
Alright, just run down there, run down there,
and
run
we
down
run
there.
there. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta-
yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I love
Alright,
it.
perfect.
Running so
Alright.
good, so
I guess that kind of works.
Do you have an additional 10-8 that can attach to this?
Hey, Prep 600 is available. Where do you need me?
We're north on.
Yes.
It is approved, yes.
Alright,
I
get
need
ready
you
for
to-
the spikes.
I need you to take my spot because I need to fill up gas, so I'll go up to the interference.
Alright, 10-4. So, should I attach a motor for spikes or just come in a cruiser then? Which one?
Cruiser.
Alright, 10-4.
Keep running, keep it going.
Faster.
20?
Faster, I'm running as fast as I can.
honestly, this is about the last place we saw. Actually, it was a little bit more in front. It's the last place we saw Kibble.
Transitioning eastbound.
We saw
Bowwood.
Kibble about.
Keep running,
Last time we
keep
saw
running.
Kibble was about right
Passing the road south
here.
Bowwood.
This is where we last saw Kibble.
Westbound Vinewood.
We went for a run. Then she stopped running and turned away.
Yeah, secondary. If you could take primary
Where's
from me,
Kibble? Where's
take it.
Kibble? Where's Kibble?
Let me
Where's
know.
Kibble?
Southbound Las Lagunas.
Oh, of course not. I would never.
Oh, you know.
There.
And,
Anish. Eastbound.
Where's Kibble?
Where's Kibble?
Passenger up here.
Kibble.
Yeah.
He's there.
Where's Kibble?
Look east, look.
Where's Kibble?
Down there.
I don't know
Down where?
directions.
Next
Which way?
ambulance.
East. This way.
Kibble?
Hold on, we have 2 BBMC
Kibble?
trying to see where Kibble is, detain them, if they had something to do with this.
South open.
Break
Kibble!
it, yeah?
Kibble, what happened?
Kibble, what happened?
highway,
down
there. We're gonna go.
Kibble, what happened? We were going for a run, then you
Over
never
here,
came
guys.
back.
Over here.
Yeah, we were waiting on you. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna run back to MRPD to get my car," and then she
Wait,
ran
you
back to
got
MRPD,
82, right, currently?
and we went to a homeless camp, and then she never came back, and then they said something happened
Yeah.
to her. Kibble, what happened to you?
Beautiful, that's good.
I don't know, I can't prove it. You guys did something here.
Taking the exit for real, one thing.
Kibble?
Can we get some
That
space?
sounds like
Alright, back
accusations.
up,
I don't like that.
back up.
Let's
Hey,
step
hey,
away
hey.
now. Let's step away, guys.
Okay, let's run
Can
this
anyone
way.
confirm if these 2 BBMC
Yeah,
were
this
involved?
way.
No, we're running.
Yeah, it's a safe spot. Why you have a weapon out?
We had 2 witnesses that witnessed whatever happened.
I
They're
think we
being
all
questioned
agree
right
that
now.
We're all armed, and we just not.
So, was it them?
Precision, perfect, they come.
Say that again, sir?
No, Chris, was it them?
Continuing westbound, Innocence Boulevard.
Say my name.
All natural. I'm all
Alright.
natty.
Was it them? I'm whispering.
It was those two, yes.
I'm exercising.
What did they do?
I got spikes
On Popular.
They forced her to take some illicit
You're
drug.
You're getting really hard with pass.
They forced her to give her a drug?
They forced her illicit drug.
You were terrified. You were all scared.
She's getting in North Popular right now.
Wait a second. AJ Hunter.
Yes.
That guy in the pink hat right there has an active bench warrant from the state of Vespucci, I think. If his name is Chris Mayfield, he is a wanted man.
Nah, that's not Chris. Oh, I don't know who that is.
You should ask him. If it is,
Onto West
there's a
Spanish.
reward for his return to Vespucci because he violated an
south on
agreed
the
upon voluntary court order.
To South Elgin.
Check that out. The
I got
warrant's
spikes
there.
out on Elgin, correct lanes. You're coming directly to you.
But is Kibble okay?
Oh, never mind.
Where's
He's taking
Kibble?
the jump. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
where's
blocked.
Kibble?
What did you guys
Go
give her?
Go pillbox.
The Kibble's gonna
Nothing.
be okay.
Go
Nothing.
pillbox. We're gonna jump down here.
Really? Well, right now you both are going to be detained, alright?
South. And 30
Because we
You guys
have
have
multiple
access
witnesses claiming
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah, yeah,
gave
yeah.
Kibble some sort of drug or something.
Who are the
South
witnesses?
Yeah, west.
Well, I'm not going to name them at this time.
Okay, are you lying?
Nope.
No.
If you smile, I'm just going to place you in cuffs for now. You're going to be detained for questioning.
No.
Opening U-turn,
Nope.
going
Nope.
back
Nope.
to
We can.
Integrity.
We
Don't
can
go
talk
anywhere.
over here.
No,
We've been
no,
talking. We've been
We can talk
talking.
over
Just
here.
But now-
we've been talking.
yes,
Just
it's
talk
all-
over here.
No, we're gonna
Listen, we were talking.
Oh,
We were
okay, I'm
talking.
sorry.
We're talking. Let's
We're
talk right here.
talking.
Let's
We've been
talk right
talking.
here.
But the
been
problem
talking.
is, now that more evidence has come to light,
We're going to
What
South
evidence?
What's the evidence? Because I remember
Well,
2
witnesses,
seconds ago you said,
witnesses.
"I know you did something."
Hold on,
And
hold
they
on, hold
coming
on.
over here.
If it's, I'm
saying
gonna be
that
real with you.
witnesses-
If it's the guy in the pink hat right there, he's a lion sack of
I
shit,
don't know, brother. I don't know if it was him.
and he has an active bench warrant from the state of Vespucci. He is a
He
He
fugitive.
doesn't
We
like
have, we
us.
have
I shot him
multiple
one day.
witnesses. We have multiple witnesses.
Multiple witnesses, not just one.
North on Lower
I'm not
Park.
telling
Hold
you
on,
who,
I'm gonna
but
get
we
my
have
lawyer.
multiple. No,
Is
no,
it?
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
And
no.
then back to
yes.
West San Andreas.
No,
Is it this car with the red headlight?
We're going to our
It's
lawyer.
like a multicolored.
We're going to our
livery.
lawyer. We're still within a reasonable area. We're within a reasonable area.
Westbound
I need a
Vespucci.
lawyer. Where's Crawford?
109 to the units, MRPD, detain those 2 BBMC, Flops and Tommy Puff. They were pointed out by a witness.
Copy that. We're
No,
detaining them
hey,
now.
They're trying
Consent.
to
Alright.
cover Tommy and I at
I
MRPD.
need a lawyer.
They're
I
on
need a lawyer.
radio.
They're
We
trying
need
to-
additionals
We
outside
have 2 if we can get 3
MRPD.
more.
Give it up. You're going to be detained. Stop
me.
resisting. This is a
Have no
lawful
help.
order. This-
We're in the same area. We haven't went anywhere.
This is a
I'm at the
lawful order.
PD,
Stop
still.
running.
Okay,
Alright.
Croc's on his way. My lawyer
running,
said,
stop
"Don't cuff me."
So here's
Your
where we're
fucking
at,
lawyer
right?
says.
Here's where we're at.
Oh, resist. Going for cuffs.
What's the 20 of the 80?
Ah, fucking hell.
Wow, 195.
That's a sky. Hey, if you saw what just happened, that shit's fucking wild.
What happened? Some crazy shit?
Yeah, you ever feel like all of a sudden you think you're in one thing and you're like 3 browsers over?
Alright, if
Oh,
we don't
shit,
have
alright.
additional,
Dog, we
can break
want to see
off
justice
and
for Kibble.
respond
We
to
ain't
the
trying to run
tower.
from you. Can we
just
just
have
can we
that
talk?
195?
Can we talk? Can we
We've been
talk?
ordered
Yeah,
from
There's
the
an officer
commissioner.
that was down. That
Yeah,
AJ
they
had.
detain you guys.
We're down, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we're detained. You can be detained without being in cuffs. We're not going
We have
anywhere.
to detain you.
How
This
about
is.
that?
I'm gonna have to place you in
How about
cuffs,
me?
right, sir?
That's what the
Run
update
around.
How about this? How about this? We don't do that, and then we tell any of our people to go away, and then it's just and then
No,
it's just
sir,
us.
we have to. We have to.
Both cups.
It's orders from the commissioner.
Okay.
Can we confirm?
195, and we have second one we're attempting to cuff. Alright.
Oh darn.
Okay, well,
Alrighty,
this
sir.
is silly, isn't it?
I want my
back up,
lawyer.
Going back
Crocs
up.
to go.
Isn't it? This is
Going
very
back
silly.
up.
Lawyer.
I need you to back up, please.
This is very silly,
Lawyer.
you know?
It's
Very
not
silly
silly at all.
Lawyer.
It's not silly. I need
We
you
have
to
more
back up.
BBMC pulling up.
Active investigation going on.
Lawyer.
How active is
Come
the
on,
investigation?
Pretty
Lawyer.
active. Pretty active going
Pretty
on. right now.
active?
Sir,
Where's
Sir,
Kibble?
please step away.
Lawyer.
What is happening, bro? Why do I have to deal with this
Please
headache,
step
bro?
away.
Stepping away
Please,
from
Hey,
me. Dude, I'm
Hey,
good. Everything's
there's
fine.
a,
Everything's chill.
listen to me. Shut the fuck up for a second. There's a guy in a pink hat over there who is a wanted fugitive from the court of Vespucci. I believe that's Chris Mayfield over there.
It is.
He has a
Hey,
bench
Chris, did
warrant
you
for his
snitch again?
arrest. Yeah, he has a bench warrant for his arrest from the state of Vespucci.
Have anyone left on the?
Look at him watching. He's not, guys. You
If
can't
that's your-
protect a witness.
if
You can't
that's
kill
your-
a
if
witness.
that's your witness,
no,
He just
no,
pulled a
no,
fucking
no,
gun.
she's pulling the
He
fucking
pulled a
gun.
firearm.
Pulled a fucking
Anyone
gun.
have a word with him for
Put
pulling
that
a
fucking gun away. You gotta put that gun away.
If that's
That's
your
your
witness,
witness, that
if
he's
that's your
lying. You
fucking
just pulled a
witness,
gun.
dog.
Hold on, let's all calm down.
Witness,
Let's all
you're
calm
so
down.
fucking cooked. You're so
Guys,
fucking
should back
cooked.
away, please.
Calm
If
down.
that's
You
your
just
fucking
cuffed
witness.
us with no
Take a
fucking
deep breath.
evidence.
Just
Take a
calm
deep
down,
breath.
calm down.
Jeremy,
Take
you
a
have
deep
a
breath.
witness
Take
pulled a
deep breath. I
gun.
need you to take a deep
Dear
breath.
Lord.
Okay, you can break off
Hey,
and...
real talk,
and
if that's your
assist,
fucking witness,
we're at
I don't
MRPD,
think
get
you
one
understand how
quick.
cooked you are for how stupid he
Incredible
fucking
witness,
is.
my boy.
Holy fuck.
That is
Like,
not
I'm gonna be
incredible
real. I'm
witness.
gonna be real with you, dog.
Why would I shoot you down?
Hmm.
right now. I got your
Are we detaining anybody else or just?
The cop just yelled that he got the statement. You fucked up. That's your witness.
That's your witness. That guy is about as fucking.
He's confused. I don't know what he's
No,
doing.
no, he's a fucking liar, is what he is.
I don't know why he's
All
not
right.
leaving. He's keeps trying to come
Time
back
to
you guys.
leave.
I'm gonna
I
be
told
real.
him multiple
Okay,
times.
everyone
He
get
hates
him.
us. If you don't
Go
do
away.
it,
Get him away.
Yeah, place him in cuffs. Obstruct that justice, dog. Let's go to prison together. I'll drown you in a fucking
He's
toilet.
resisting. He pulled a weapon. He did worse than we did. He pulled a weapon.
Yeah,
We just been standing and exercising.
We were willing to talk to you guys. I don't know why we have to be in cuffs to talk to you.
Because
Being
it's a
detained
serious-
doesn't mean you're in cuffs.
I know that. But
No,
one,
we
you
were
were
running.
running.
Because, all right, hold on. First, you told us to run, right? We only started moving around when you said, "Oh, we're gonna cuff you now."
Yeah,
If you just say,
100%.
"Hey, you're detained," we're not going anywhere. We're cooperating with
Nah,
you.
but we
And you've escalated it now.
we escalated because we have learned some information, and this
then
is a
sort of
serious.
escalated.
Up here, go
Is
ahead
it
and
Yeah,
get
of
the
course.
From the guy in the pink
See
hat.
if we can't
If it's
get
from
an
a
gun.
ID from the witnesses.
If it's
From
from
Any
commissioner.
good
From
information?
commissioner.
People get doubles on this.
Okay, what's the information the commissioner gave you?
Hold
Yeah.
on. What did she say over
You
the
mean-
radio?
You mean
I could not hear.
Yeah, I'm just
Say
having a
tell her
quick check
10-9.
real quick at MRPD, and then I'm gonna come back to talk to EMS.
AC, could you 10-9 that? Did anybody hear what she said?
These two possibly gave
You
EMS.
gentlemen, real quick, wanna just look at me?
We're just gonna double check and double verify
Hey.
them.
I don't consent. I want my lawyer, Croc.
Yeah,
Where's
where's
my lawyer?
Croc?
I think we're.
I answer
I think
no
we're waiting
questions
for,
until my lawyer is here.
I think we're waiting for witnesses to come through, and I.
like? I'm gonna be honest.
Isn't
We
Your
your
were.
witness pulled a gun and is
Hold
now
on,
under
hold on.
arrest. or
Is your
some
witness
shit.
gonna say that Kibble walked out of MRPD with us?
Might be
Because yeah, she
Leanne.
did that.
I'm not sure.
I
We don't know
told
what
you.
we don't know what the witnesses are gonna say.
Well, your one witness in there is a lying sack of shit. And y'all, if that's who you're crushing this on, holy fuck, y'all are so fucking cooked. But no, we walked out of MRPD with Kibble. We went over there with Kibble, and then Kibble said, "I'm running back to MRPD," and we stayed way the fuck over there. And then we didn't see her. And we were running back to the hospital.
She's at the hospital getting medically with Assistant Commissioner Lee.
Where is my lawyer?
Yeah.
I would like to be uncuffed so I can call my lawyer.
We will call your lawyer. Don't worry.
Sir, well,
No,
we got,
I want to call my lawyer.
Who's your lawyer?
Croc.
Crocodile Steve.
Oh, bro, this is
Croc.
a headache,
Alright,
bro.
we'll let
I
Croc
hate
know.
this shit.
Didn't you let him know? Didn't you call him?
No, I got cuffed.
When you
We
were
don't know
running from him?
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
well,
No
didn't
one
you-
tells us anything.
We're on the phone with him.
I was unable to finish the conversation because you were cuffing me.
Sir, please back.
Yo, back away, motherfucker. I'm just stood here. Brother, let me explain this to you. Put it
You're gonna
perfectly.
juice out
because
this both
obviously
of you,
got a
right?
thin fucking skull.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's 7 of you with guns out. What the fuck?
Juice
do you
out
think
that
I'm
shit?
gonna do?
Sully, focus on what I instructed you to do. Quit
Yeah.
pissing contest with that dumb fuck. You have a warrant apprehension.
Hi. What's your name, good sir?
Guys, your witness is running away.
Hi.
I'm GSR
Your
negative.
witness is running away.
That guy that just ran into Legion Park, I believe these guys might be going after him.
Like I said, we didn't hurt Kibble, dog. I
We
know it's
did
crazy.
nothing but
I know
exercise.
it's crazy to believe that Bondi Boys can have a conversation with somebody and not hurt them. We didn't hurt her.
Just gotta make sure these
Right.
guys are
Make sure the guy in the red hat is
I like
I mean, if
Kibble.
you all did nothing wrong, that's all right. We'll just get it all sorted. Okay.
Yeah.
But we got investigations to do. I'm sure y'all are.
Do we need a statement from this
understand.
guy?
Well, you also
Nah,
understand
the
when
statement's
you
already
put cuffs
in.
on somebody, the willingness to like, I'm gonna be real. You throw cuffs on a motherfucker, you can detain without cuffs. We can have a conversation without you being like, oh
No,
my God,
100%. But end of the day, when it's involved, the officer going down, and there's witnesses saying that you drugged her. At that point, it's not just a normal conversation.
But what witness said that?
What witness said that?
Witnesses, multiple. I said.
Witnesses. Okay.
We're not going to tell you who they are, though.
Actually, we do have the
Okay.
right to face our accusers.
Alright, he's
Yeah,
The
but
accusers
you
would be
have a
the would be the
statement.
state.
So here's the fuck thing, right? You have a bunch of
Let me-
people
let me
throwing some
talk
shit
to
at you, and instead of being like, hey guys, what happened with this?
back
Because
to
we
MRPD.
told you the truth, you're going, we're gonna instantly not believe you, and we're gonna believe everyone else. So explain to me how you
100%.
make any fucking sense.
Why would we not believe our own officers?
Can he?
What officers?
Don't worry about that. But there have been officers witness
Guys, I
testimonies.
don't feel safe around this guy with a pink hat. He pulled a
I
weapon.
understand. I understand. He's.
I don't feel
keeping
safe
him
with
away.
him.
We're keeping him away. It's okay.
He pulled a weapon.
I mean,
And you're just letting him run around.
Show 76
Okay.
for that latest 911 call.
You're letting a guy that actually pulled a weapon, a threat, a real threat, that you actually saw with your own 2 eyes, not with.
I
I'm.
understand.
Okay,
We're
okay, no.
working on it, guys. We're working on it.
Shut. With your logic, shut the fuck up. With your logic, We are witnesses to him pulling a... Are you gonna let me speak?
Yeah.
Hello, Sheriff Trooper. I was wondering, what exactly do we do with these two guys? We've ID'd them, we've got pictures of them, but I'm a bit confused what we're supposed to...
Under the sales?
They're not in the cells yet. They haven't been moved. They're just outside Mission PD.
No, you should arrest them. Look at report
I want him
25418.
detained and in cuffs because I am a witness.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
direct witness statements, yeah. So, we also may potentially have them on the EMS drugging as well. The EMS are confirming identity.
What would we give them for these kind of charges? Attempted
Where
drugging?
is my lawyer? I
mean,
will give no further information until my lawyer is present.
Usually assault is the thing. Let me see.
Did you call him?
Our burden covers it though. I think it should.
Motherfucker, call him. You pulled out your phone. Call him.
I'm trying to make sure the scene is clear and everything is
Call
good
him.
before there's been a lot of people moving around, there's been a lot of traffic.
And it depends on how they made him take the drugs.
Yeah, that's what...
We'll go inside and you...
Because everyone is just
saying...
saying...
more safe.
Like, they forced her, but I asked the witness, he doesn't really know how.
They're walking into
then the charge itself, I don't even know what the PC charge would be because I don't feel like there's enough evidence right now until we get Kibble's statement. Is Kibble like dead right now?
She's not dead.
Oh.
They're working on her. So, like, she has a pulse.
I just think we need a little bit more right now. I'm not sure what. These witnesses...
Do we? Do we?
Do you not think so?
We're about to get an ID for EMS alone as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
There's another report that's related to this.
Gave the EMS narcotics.
Either way, they should be detained and put into the cells. Because they were directly on scene, they came back on scene, they've been literally ID'd by witnesses on scene, credible witnesses at that.
Yeah, I just don't know the PC charge, I'll be honest.
Same.
I'm not even on the MRPD set. The scene is inside of MRPD right now, actually. Can you please leave the area? You're all a bunch of...
Didn't she call me that?
Alright,
Yeah, so this would be dependent on if,
this feels sufficient.
like how
I'm gonna
severely
grab
hurt
some
she is, but
officers
we
to
can
go
bring
to
him
the
up on
tower.
assault and battery. It can be argued if you read it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get some of the officers who are not
Because that's dangerous. They don't know if
You lied to me.
it's
The
a verdict or
commissioner didn't
anything.
tell you shit.
If someone takes something like that, whatever they
Oh,
may
where's the
say.
assistant commissioner?
The assistant, I'm talking to
Assistant
Commissioner
Leanne
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Actually, you. Hey, River, come over here. Does this one look familiar? Over here?
What's going on?
This guy?
Yes.
Oh no, they were saying you didn't speak to the commissioner. I said, yeah, I did. Alright, I can figure it out. We'll figure something out on
Yeah,
these scumbags.
you can articulate it. You can definitely articulate that it's assault and battery. You just gotta really dig into the meaning.
Yeah. Alright, I got it.
And then talk with River Morgan because she's working on the EMS case. So you two work together on this.
Alright.
Some legwork.
What happened last night?
Alright, thank you.
And I'll get you an update on Kibble once it changes.
Alright, hell yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you.
On this guy and
Thank
saved
you,
his
bro.
life. He was not actively doing fuck all.
You have any food and water?
What are we doing?
You really call that negotiating?
Huh?
Food and water?
Give me one moment.
What are we talking about?
I gotta yell at my
Him or
member.
Sasha, because Sasha, I don't call negotiating whatever the fuck that was.
Stop it!
Yep.
Follow me.
Okay, can we get scene control? Get them in the fucking police station, and then we'll talk about it.
Alright. As right now, so we're gonna be moving you to the cells, right?
Get some goddamn control of this fucking scene! Immediately! I'm getting so sick and tired of this shit!
Tell him, Commish. Tell him.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. If Pink Hat is your guy who's saying all this shit, you better go back and double, triple interview him.
We
He on
will.
some fucking-
It's not
he on
just
some-
him, though.
Well, we just asked the commissioner, and the commissioner don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You said he's the one.
Not the
doing shit.
commissioner, the assistant commissioner.
Who?
Leanne Cassidy.
You mean the person
Well,
who was
not
on the
the
ground helped?
processing officer,
Yeah, the
the
same
drug that
person who
was
made
used
assumptions that we
cocaine,
did some
according to
shit.
EMS.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. This
Dog,
is...
we're BBMC. If we fucked a cop up, we would tell you we fucked a cop up.
So you didn't hand anyone Skittles or candies or anything?
I can't see anything up there.
I look like somebody who has Skittles.
Yes, actually, yes.
Okay, but
All right, first off, if anything, I'd be more of a Reese's Pieces.
I don't know. You called him and he didn't.
Reese's Pieces.
Well,
Yeah.
took you how
Why
long?
did I respond
No,
to this,
no,
bro?
no,
I
but
should
no,
know.
I didn't handle my own Reese's
call
Pieces.
my lawyer.
I'd say about 4 to 5 minutes.
I should just... When I hate
4 to 5
BBMC, bro, I should have just dipped, bro. It's always some fucking, like... not bad, but, like, it's just some fucking long shit.
Interesting.
There's your members.
That doesn't even
coming
make...
up
I
on
don't
the
even know
walkway
what
with
the
bikes.
fuck it means,
I don't know.
bro.
I don't trust you
Skittles.
because I remember
There was
you
everyone-
saying that.
Me
Shut up,
personally, I don't think
remember
there's
you
enough,
saying that
but-
the commissioner said arrest us.
Yeah.
He
Yes,
doesn't even fucking
commissioner.
remember any of
Oh,
this.
there's assistant
not-
commissioners.
Why didn't you say assistant?
Oh, same shit. She's still a commissioner.
Yeah, I mean, she's in the commissioner's office.
Alright, sir, just go up against the wall. I'm gonna take a picture.
Alright, so I'm taking a picture. I know you're
Again, I still don't understand why we're in cuffs.
Because you're gonna be looking at aggravated assault and battery.
With what?
potentially.
I would say × 2, considering the EMS also got drugged.
Okay.
Well, ×2 apparently. But we're figuring it all out. I'm just gonna take your hat and glasses off.
Holding out the cup. Right.
Hey, when you get him in the cell, can I speak with you, Mr. Officer?
Right. Okay.
Why did you go for a sip?
I wasn't. I was looking deeply into it just to make sure it was all there. Alright, let me go put this into the analyzer. Where is it?
I'm gonna take your fingerprint.
Are you Tommy Pup?
5 inside, 15 minutes. They want free passage, no spike strips.
Go through.
Leaving in the
Yeah.
black Escalate outside.
Stop rain, man.
Do you need additionals to that?
I believe
we
it's,
do.
two
Two
units.
I know you did. Somehow has an instant.
They all have fast
Alright,
by the way.
come.
They were showing up to this.
That guy is a fugitive from the great sovereign state of Vespucci because he's a lying piece of shit. Your key witness is an
Alrighty.
asshole.
I don't think this is enough,
Go in
but...
search. You okay? I'm gonna take all your weapons
No,
and
no,
stuff
come
off
into
you,
this
alright?
cell.
Just make it simple.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna be searching you for any weapons or
Anything illegal
anything.
you have on you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna put the,
Your crowbar, you'll get it back.
knife
I
in
shouldn't
a
even. I
lockbox. your
shouldn't
zip
even be in
ties.
custody right now.
Yeah, this is dumb actually.
Yeah, this is honestly.
I asked
This
him,
is
Phillips. I asked him under arrest. He goes, "Yeah, I think so," and then takes me down here.
dear Lord.
To be honest,
No wonder they're liquidating this fucking shitbag department. Holy shit.
Oh. Witnesses okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. That's the American way, right? So much better in the sovereign state of Vespucci.
Innocent
Aye.
until man that pulls gun at PD says they did
Yep.
something bad.
blow-
And still
Blowtorch.
isn't in PD custody. Yeah.
All the blowtorches and the bolt cutters, I'm gonna put in their lockbox, right? Alright, come up to the cells. I'll cuff you.
76 to the tower.
I don't think it's enough, bro. I swear, bro. I don't know what they're talking about, to be honest.
Wonderful, that makes it sufficient.
9201, I'm 23.
3 of us are gonna be on the 5th floor. I think the units arriving now should just secure the bottom for now.
Yeah, 600 has the
yeah,
bottom
just so you
secured
know, we
now.
now have them down in the
Dan
cell.
for
just so you know
Sergeant.
when you're here.
Where's Kibble at?
Okay. All right.
She's fucking dead
See you in
now.
a bit.
In hospital.
Yeah, I don't really know what the...
If you take a look
Can I
at
get you to
report
take pictures of the vehicle they're gonna be taking?
25417,
Jeremy's starting a report now.
we showed their
I've
photo.
already
That's why I came and
documented
took
the
a photo
vehicle,
of them,
it's good to
showed it to the EMS who witnessed them give the EMS sugar, and he confirmed those were the two who give the other EMS sugar, which ended up being cocaine after testing her blood.
When was this?
When you guys were dealing with Kibble, we were dealing with EMS. We got a call from EMS over radio that they needed an officer at the hospital. This all happened around the same time, right after they drugged the EMS and they got her back to the hospital. They literally said that they were going to MRPD to look for a cop. They didn't realize it was drugs at the time until they realized she was acting funny.
How many EMS? Just one.
Just the one.
And
The
then
other
two
two
gave
EMS
statements.
came in. Yeah, they give statements. I showed the two that were not drugged the photo, and they confirmed that was them two. And then I'm so sorry, blonde hair officer. I don't know your name. But
Chick Hicks. Hey.
25380, the guy in black last night, or with the black hat, that you have with the black cut, he was involved in an officer hostage situation at the hospital. And we
You at the
negotiated for him
tower
to go,
respond
and
to
the
my
guy in
dash
blue
cam for
took all the
interference
charges
later?
because none of them were masked. So the commissioner said, just get pictures.
Bench
And
trial.
Does he have a warrant?
no, because I don't know his
Why
name.
do I get
was
stuck with
the
this?
one who.
No. I mean, I don't know if I can. I might need a warrant for that.
All I know is the commissioner just literally said just now. Well, he's
you
fucked
here?
from last night. So
Is there a pit? Which one? Both of them?
no, the guy with the blue hair, he already went
If you
last
were,
night.
all right, I'll meet you in a minute. If you were there, you're hang up. You're gonna have to be the one that hangs up because if I were to charge him, I would need a warrant for it. So you're gonna have to like.
The guy with the blue hair behind us was involved
he
in
already
this?
went. He
Oh,
was
he
involved, but
served
he
it?
already went to prison.
Trial.
Yeah. What is happening?
I don't know.
Shots fired outside MRPD.
Alright. I'm gonna read your rights again. Both of you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do cannot be used against you in the court of law. You're not an attorney if you're not afforded an attorney. Want to be provided to you by the state if available. Do you understand your rights?
Bench trial.
You understand your rights?
Bench trial.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand my fucking rights.
You want a lawyer?
Motherfucker, we've been saying we want a lawyer for the past half hour.
Don't worry. We're gonna bring him down. We didn't question you or anything.
Bench
You
trial.
have been questioning me. What the fuck?
Yeah, what charges are we currently looking at?
We're still processing that, but right now I believe aggravated assault and battery.
With what?
Yeah, what? Huh?
We can talk about it once your lawyer gets down here.
I mean, I would hope that you've taken us in cuffs, taken items off of us, put us in a cell. You would have an idea why we're in a fucking cell.
Well, at the end of the day, we had enough reasonable suspicion to believe that you were
Like,
involved in two separate
I'm gonna be
crimes, so
straight.
therefore
Next
you were
time-
detained, and therefore we can
Next time the cops
frisk you
pull
for
up
any
and like,
weapons.
hey, can we talk to you? I'm just shooting him in the fucking head.
Do it, brother.
And just
you're gonna be-
continuing my
do it.
jog.
Do it. If that's how you want to go, that's fine.
I'm just trying to have cardio, dog.
There's Crocodile Steve and Sparkles.
Croc.
Should work on your communication, by the way. This is what we've had this conversation
We-
three
we-
times.
We communicated very, very straight up forward with you.
Do you,
All right.
do we have, do you
Yeah,
have
two
any
individuals
officers?
here.
Each other, you fucking idiot.
Shut
Do you,
the
do you
fuck
have
up,
any
man.
I've already told
officers
him,
that don't
I already
have a
told him
single
I'm not
brain cell?
representing
Do
them.
we have at least a
Oh,
two
really?
brain celled officer around?
They what?
Hey, all right. So Croc said he's not going to
I
be
want a
representing both of
lawyer.
you, okay?
Okay. So we've chosen to be fuck asses today, huh? Can I get an officer with 2 brain cells? You saying AJ Hunter doesn't have 2 brain cells?
What the
yeah.
hell?
I'm at a bench trial.
Under
And
Miranda,
why
Alright,
would
alright.
we have 2 brain cells?
because he
Because
still
he
can't
asked if I want a
articulate
lawyer.
what we've even done. And he's he's asked the same question like 6 times. Homeboy struggling.
Morgan can anticipate what this guy did right here. And even articulate.
Well, the thing is, yesterday there was a
And,
scene, so we're sorting that out with me and Rivers. We'll sort it out. So it's gonna take some time, guys. You're gonna have to wait, be a bit,
Yeah,
patient.
that's right.
Because I wasn't there at the scene, so I still have to figure it out.
Counselor, please tell your 2 clients to be good boys while we sort it out.
Don't get
I'm
short
a
with
good
me.
boy.
Yeah.
You're a real good boy.
AJ, take your one
Such
brain
a
cell
good
over there
boy.
to the huddle, and maybe y'all can figure something out.
All right, we will.
Hold on. Didn't you just take the fall for it? Why am I
Fuck, that one's just a fucking loud mouth.
Yeah.
Now let's
So
get this shit figured out.
So to be fair, me and Hicks, we weren't really on the scene, so we have no idea that everyone else kind of has left.
So regarding today, I for sure we know that they drugged the EMS. We have 2 sober EMS that were not drugged that witnessed them giving her sugar. Sugar ended up being cocaine after she was drug tested.
Yeah.
I showed
Now,
the picture. They confirmed that that was them 2 BBMC members. Regarding yesterday, the guy in black, clear as day, same bracelet, same mustache, same glasses, same hat, same cut.
we have
Was
pictures
in
of
the
him.
hospital, same halitosis that I could smell in his breath because we were inches from each other's face negotiating.
It's a good one. The same
Thank you.
halitosis.
Thank you. Yes, there's pictures of him. That is report 25380. There's clear as day pictures of him. You
Did
see
you
the
negotiate?
bracelet.
You said something about one guy takes all the charges and then, or something like that.
No, because they were unmasked, and we got pictures. So that's why we ended up going with that instead of causing a shootout in the hospital.
Was warrants put out?
I don't know the guy's name. This is my 2nd day. I don't know anybody's name.
Okay.
Tommy Puff.
basically what happened, me and Chick Hicks get called as additionals, and then we come down, and they're screaming, detain the 2 BBMC members for drugging Kibble.
Go
We
ahead.
did that.
I didn't even hear it. I'm
at MRPD.
And
the injured person.
we only have this Chris Mayfield statement, so me personally, it's like Kibble is still in the ICU or whatever.
On the first floor tower. Shut up.
Yeah, just be careful. Guy with blue overalls might just.
Who's
use
the arresting
elevator.
officer?
Gonna be me and Chick Hicks.
So why did you arrest him if you don't have probable cause?
Well, technically, we had a reasonable suspicion to believe that he was one who drugged Kibble because one, Leanne
So
Cassidy
now
called
he's
it
in the
out.
cell, so we need probable cause.
Yeah, so then, so basically, we detained him, right, for questioning. Since he was in the area, seen running, he resisted. But then,
So I do have probable cause.
well,
Yeah, myself.
he didn't really resist, but
Two other cars.
well, he did. But my main probable cause would be the possession of the gun.
I'm burnt up, so I'm definitely.
Yeah, so you have PC to search based on him running, which is resisting. So then you had to search. You have reasonable suspicion as to the reason you're pursuing him for questioning and suspicion of being involved in what happened to Kibble. So therefore, you had the right to chase him. He fled. Then when you apprehended him, then you searched him, and then you had. So that was your probable cause for the search, right? So Fourth Amendment clear. You search him, you find the illegal gun, so you have him for resisting and the gun. And then we can say we're going to come back to Kibble now and take him to interrogation. If he does nothing, then says nothing, then we'll say, well, this is going to be an issue for another day.
I just want to also
No,
point
no,
out that
because they didn't really
EMS was-
resist. But my logic is that because they were actually complying, talking to us, and I told them you're detained right now, for questioning, and obviously once someone is detained, we have the right to frisk them, right? So as I frisked him for my safety and the officer next to me, we found a possession of a gun.
Okay.
Yeah, illegal firearm.
So that's PC.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we said he was detained, and my guy just ran and broke cuffs. So.
Yeah, I seen him fleeing from the scene, and then AJ was able to detain him. So
It's Puff. So yeah, I mean, he definitely resisted.
Yeah, so I mean, we have PC and Puff from last night, regardless.
We gave EMS the same shit.
But so you got stuff on Puff. It's the
May
other
I
one
also
who's saying we
interject?
don't know what you're charging. So
After when we were speaking with the EMS and they were giving their statements, and they said like the 2 BBMC guys, they said that they specifically told them they were gonna go find somebody at MRPD now to
We're
give
moving
sugar
on to
to.
the 6th floor, Rhino.
So just also that tidbit that they did plan on coming here.
We have probable cause to arrest him, but my main concern is the enough for the aggravated assault and battery for feeding Kibble, I think Skittles or something. That's what
feeding
we.
the Skittles, but we have a witness statement.
It's cocaine. It came back as cocaine in her system.
oh yeah, they both came back for cocaine. The doctor, or the EMT, and Kibble. And they have a medical report for this as well. They provided us a number and it's in a report as well.
Well, my concern is we only have one witness statement saying they forced Kibble to eat Skittles, and it's that's it. There's no other. They're gonna deny it, and Kibble's statement hasn't been put in yet. Obviously, she's getting medical. That's my concern: is how we're gonna actually push that.
And we won't see her till tomorrow. More than
Yeah,
likely.
they're keeping her overnight for observation because she's too high.
Like right now, I
we
can't
have
prove
anything
that he.
with it or not. Because what's the charge? Because we only need preponderance, so we have the witness statements probably enough.
Yeah, I mean, if we saw them feeding her, then
Did you
we can
see
get
it?
later for the court case?
Oh.
We have witnessing statements.
Witness statement, which if they put
One
holes in it,
statement.
it's done.
And the problem is, this witness has a big beef with BBMC the last like 2 weeks.
Okay, well then that puts. Is the
Oh,
lawyer
what's
next
the
to us?
ID?
Yeah.
Yes, the lawyer's next to us.
Okay, well
Can
let's
I please
not.
have the report?
What's the report? Your
We'll
state
give you
ID?
the report in a second when we're ready.
Right.
You guys need to be more comfortable doing that, by the way.
Okay, so they're saying
Okay.
that the commissioner.
So
They're saying the commissioner said to arrest us, right? Or whatever the fuck. They weren't there. The commissioner was there.
1T7 back to any additionals you did anywhere.
Give that order. Like, it wasn't even fucking close.
You can be on standby for interference vehicles at the tower heist if you'd like.
We are also on
guy,
standby.
Yeah, you guys will be the 2 additional units, so it'd be perfect.
10-2?
Yeah, we can use
Yeah, I'll be
supervisors on the 3-1.
Also, EMS
Head to 3-1
confirmed
over here, right?
with pictures that those two gave
Be
the
advised of a
EMS,
possible
what's it
swap
called, the
plot
sugar
in
cell.
Red Garage on the
We need
second
the
floor.
EMS
sorry,
witness statements too. Then.
Here's what we need to do.
It's in
Let's
another
just
report.
formulate
Okay.
the minor
that's right.
charges from the frisk and the initial resisting, and then if all we have is a witness statement for the Skittles from, I mean, he's still a suspect of interest, and we had every right. We had reasonable suspicion. We still have reasonable suspicion to charge him later. There's no reason to overshoot it unless he's willing to plead
Yeah,
guilty.
that's
today.
what. Yeah.
We can try to play with it and pressure it and say we'll charge it another
Alan,
day,
are
but
you
we're going to
single
charge him
badge?
with the other shit.
I'm with
You
Curry.
know, it's BBMC. They never.
Curry, can you please
plead
attach to
guilty.
the
They're not going
311?
to plead guilty to
Copy.
that.
Okay, then
They want a
we
bench
make a
trial,
good
they've been-
case and we make sure we get this.
Yeah.
We nail his ass to the fucking wall.
I mean, the reason for
Then-
detainment is way more
And
than enough,
Rory,
and the
you as
arrest,
well.
the frisk
It's a
him,
little
and
bit
finding the
down.
gun, that is we
Wait,
got
hold
locked
on,
in.
hold on,
If you
hold
just,
on.
woke up.
Who was the witness? What do you look like?
Yeah, I
Chris
It was
Mayfield.
Valentino,
I'm
sir.
attached.
Was
Okay, we'll
Valentino?
count you as well.
Yeah, Valentino and Chris Mayfield.
Oh, we have two witnesses.
Well, the second witness
Yeah,
didn't.
two.
He just said he saw Kibble running. He didn't say anything about forcing Skittles or
Yeah,
anything like that. He just saw
Right,
his
but
witness
she's
statement is
cranking.
he saw Kibble running across the road.
Yeah, his witness statement doesn't really say anything.
Yeah,
Other
so
than
there's
that
not
it was-
much like substance for the aggravated assault and battery. But Chris Mayfield is one who says they forced Kibble to eat Skittles, told her it was candy. Chris said it turned out to be drugs afterwards because of how Kibble reacted and fell on the ground. But this Chris Mayfield guy is not a credible witness. But I mean, we
Bambi,
can
can you
still.
guys stay back with the hostage?
I mean, they're
please?
going to say that, but
Careful.
like that's not.
Yeah, that's their argument is going to be that he's not a credible witness because of their history this last like 2 weeks.
We're coming.
Yeah.
Just be on the first floor. For when
I mean, we can just wait for the EMS,
Alrighty.
and then we know who they are. We can just push a warrant after.
How much time do they need in there?
For sure, for the hospital holdup last night, Commissioner, I'm 100% confident I can push that. Same tattoos on the guy. The literally only thing changed on his outfit is he took his pants off.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
Bracelets,
wearing a mask.
earrings. Yeah, no mask. Well, I don't know anybody, so that's why I couldn't push.
Let's
any
go with
warrants,
that and
but-
hold the Kibble
Yeah, I'm
stuff
just letting-
unless we have something more concrete right now. And we'll get a witness statement
Yeah.
later so we don't disservice Kibble with a bad charge.
The blue guy was at the hospital, but he was already charged. He was the one who ended up taking all the.
I already know what he's going to argue. He's
yeah.
going to argue we didn't have a right to search him based on the whatever. We just need to say we have reasonable suspicion. We still have reasonable suspicion. We have every right to conduct the pat down.
Yeah, once detained, they're open for a frisk. And then I felt like a large bulge and he had a fucking gun.
It's literally the base example of how people teach you probable
They
cause.
don't even have a gun or
Yeah,
anyone
literally.
watching the
So I
second
think.
hostage.
So do we? I guess we.
There's some on the first floor.
We'll just for this incident, we'll just charge him with the
today charges and,
yeah,
and leave the
and
Kibble
then you
shit.
guys can do the river shit or yesterday's shit, whatever.
Should have class in us back.
Well, the guy
Yeah,
with
they
the
all do it
Mohawk was
there. They
charged
all
yesterday,
class
wasn't he? He was the guy they gave up.
Yes, the other guy was not, so he is the one that's going to be receiving. He never had a gun present, but he was actively negotiating in exchange for the hostage, so he's very much a part of the hostage situation with the officer.
Now we do have this EMS case happened. What, at the same time, or was it earlier on today?
Like
Mm,
5-10 minutes before
Yeah.
it.
We're coming
EMS
to the
came over
first
radio,
floor
requested
now. Get ready.
Officer
We're gonna-
Stassel.
Should order
While we
people?
were there is when we heard the call about Kibble
It's
being
gonna be
possibly
Jeremy
drugged.
Rain primary, me and
And
Goose
we
And the
had
two
the
EMS
video.
gonna
yeah,
they
Sands
ID'd both these
Church,
guys behind us.
Yeah,
or
we
actually,
took pictures
I'm
of them,
sorry,
showed the
it's
EMS,
gonna
and
be,
they confirmed that it was those two
the
individuals in
roomie
this house.
church
Is that documented?
and
That they said that they
and then,
ID'd the witness. and
It's in
stuff?
their statements.
Yeah, it's in the statements.
Yeah, I made sure to write in my statement that EMS confirmed it.
And we can also charge for this one. I mean, 2 EMS witness statements. There was cocaine found in, and there's a pattern, I guess,
Yeah.
with Kibble as well.
Yeah, that dude.
Only
who
problem
used
is
the
I didn't find any
build-
cocaine on him. He probably used it all, the sick fuck.
Or did he? You guys said I heard they were being chased through Legion Park. Could they have dropped it in a bush?
God damn, that
Uh,
crack is huge.
ever since
I
we
can
had
go
eyes
take a
on them,
look.
they
I can go
didn't.
take a look, but
As I say, I don't know. I wasn't there. I just heard in radio comms they were being chased through Legion.
yeah. So what they did is, I seen them running from Fantastic Place to Legion. They were crossing the
Jesus Christ, you're
3-lane
massive.
road or the 6-lane road, whatever you want to call it.
Your mother said the same
alright,
thing.
so
Into Legion, I lost them in
He's dead.
Legion, and then you found them on Elgin.
I could have such a good
So they could have
comeback,
dropped
but
something
I'm
in
not
there.
Alright, so
gonna
this is
do
a
it.
plan of action,
Hey,
right?
man,
I'm
sorry.
gonna
we have enough
I'm
here.
sorry I had to bring that up.
I'm gonna
I know you've
inform
done
the
a good
lawyer
job
of their charges
processing
for this
through it. It's
incident,
okay.
and then
It's
Rivers,
okay.
you inform them of the EMS as well as
Dan, where are you?
whatever
You
happened
could use
yesterday,
moto
right?
tandem, no?
Okay.
I think we have
Wherever you feel
70
comfortable
Rivers
pushing.
feel confident enough to push what's here right now? Do you need any of us? Can we get back on patrol?
Nah, we should
I'm on
have it
standby.
covered, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
All right,
Rory.
let's spread
You
out and get
can't
back to
attach
patrol
with
then.
me purpose.
Just make sure your paperwork's there.
Yeah, I
Thank
was
you.
on standby for additional.
You are.
Sparkles!
Deal with the EMS thing after.
Sparkles. I will add you to the report, so if you just want to come here.
Hey, what charges are we
Alright.
facing?
You'll be informed very, very shortly, don't worry.
Well, I would hope when you put someone in cuffs and put them in a cell, you would know what you're charging them with. Or
I
at
know,
least
I
have an
know.
idea.
I know. Good sir.
Or at least when I say, am I under arrest, I want to hear yes, no, or... And definitely
I did. I said you are under
don't know
arrest.
yet.
Because we're sufficient.
No, one of them said, I don't know yet.
Is the you had to do the report?
Sorry,
what's the
a
ID?
little bit of a brain.
4827.
You're definitely being charged for the incidents today. You're gonna
Oh,
be
it's
under.
not okay, man.
Counsel, come over here so we can be
That's
clear.
okay.
If you shut the fuck up and listen, maybe someone will be able to speak and tell you. Counselor, come over
Oh
here.
shit, you're right. I probably couldn't hear it.
Counselor, come over here. Today, so your clients can shut the fuck up. Number one, you are a suspect, and there was reasonable suspicion to believe, based on witness statements on scene, that you were involved in a hostile action towards Officer Kibble and an EMS.
Bench trial.
Number two, no, shut the fuck up. I said shut the fuck up. You don't understand that?
Be advised, this is a
Or do we need to put you somewhere where you shut the fuck up?
Just get ready with those.
What is it gonna be?
Am I supposed to respond to that or not?
The response is gonna be yes, no, or we're gonna put you in a corner and
You see
talk
how
to
deep
counsel
they
and
just
can
change
talk
your
to you.
whole attitude,
Which is
though?
it gonna be?
The one where we continue.
Excellent. Next up, based on that reasonable suspicion, the officer decided to detain you temporarily for questioning, in which he conducted a frisk, which he is allowed to do based on the law. From that frisk, he noticed a large bulge that wasn't anything that you're equipped with from birth. I can guarantee you that.
Actually, I was never
Because
frisked.
you would not feel your micro
no,
penis.
hold on. We were never frisked.
Hold on. Next up, from that position, the officer unveiled a firearm which was then deemed to be illegal within your possession. At that point, then, through the probable cause in the search, there was the charge delayed from today. Anything else that went with that? Hold on, I'm not done. You're your pal.
Well, I'm just asking, who said that we were frisked? Because we were never frisked.
We'll deal with that in a second. I'm telling you how they've got to where it is, so there's no more questions. Number two. Mr. Number two over here. Mr. Last Night. You
Chat,
apparently
frisk
slipped
is a
cuffs
mechanic. It's
in the
not a
middle of the
fucking...
detention,
How,
which
like, if a cop
constituted
pats you
resisting
down, bro, the
arrest.
same shit.
That is a charge. That is probable cause. You also
A frisk is
have
just a
pending
search, bro, for a weapon, bro.
arrest from
You
last
pat
night.
the
when
outside,
sent
you
to
know what I mean?
hospital, which we will talk through in a second. But right now, we're trying to put everything on the paper because we want to make sure that everything is here for your counsel to adequately defend you. Is that agreeable?
Yeah, I still want to know who said they frisked us, though, because we were never frisked.
Okay. Well, AJ Hunter said you were frisked. So
AJ Hunter's a liar.
Okay, we'll talk to your attorney and go through that. And then AJ Hunter will talk to you and your attorney when you two have had an adequate amount of time to talk. Now that we have had a conversation, we likely are not going to charge for Deborah Kibble today because we want her final statement before we charge. We have witness statements, but we want Deborah Kibble's statement. We don't have to charge you today. We are under no... We have no requirement to charge you today whatsoever on that incident. You broke the law through a lawful search is the way we are viewing this.
See,
You
see,
can
I
talk
hear it
to-
then,
talk
if
to
you're
your
not
lawyer.
pressing charges, then it's an unlawful detainment because there'd be no reason for me to be detained. If you're not doing that.
We didn't have the press charges. We had reasonable suspicion to believe you were involved in a crime, which we're allowed to detain you for.
Yeah. I need to buy a new car anyway. This would be great in fucking court.
I don't think so. I think you're going to lose unless there's something we're missing here. So
There's a lot. Yeah, there is. It's great. And when you get
there
when you
might
get
be
that
something,
moment,
but what I'm
when you
telling
get that
you-
moment, you're gonna go, well, rats. We should have listened to the Bondi Boys Motor Club.
Well, if you
I
can give
have a
me
question.
something, if
Oh,
you can
we
give
should have
me
listened to
something
Ray
that
Lee, mate.
disrupts this, sure.
I'm just curious. Did commissioner or is it assistant commissioner?
I don't know. They've said like 3 different things.
Which one of you gave the order that it was us that hurt Kibble? Because that was the big driving point of us being arrested.
That's why we were placed in cuffs. Whoever said we're the ones who hurt Kibble, you were the reason why we were placed in cuffs.
That's why we were placed in cuffs.
I ordered detention over the radio. Under the suspicion that you were the 2 that hurt her.
You were in the direct area of a crime, which was what? At a hospital?
MRPD.
No. MRPD.
No, Commissioner.
So we were at MRPD, then we ran
At
down
fucking
near
MRPD.
the-
Are we joking here?
No,
you don't think you could have been detained at MRPD?
Hold on,
we were
hold on.
in MRPD, and then we went for a run down the road with Kibble.
Yes.
And then Kibble said, "I'm gonna get my car," and we said, "All right, we're gonna keep running." And then she went back and never came back to us, so we continued moving down the road. And then officers pulled up on us and arrested us.
I know that sounds absolutely fucking crazy.
Hold on. So you have just stated that you were the last 2 people with Kibble after she was found out, passed out on the floor with foam coming out of her mouth.
Not listening. You know,
I mean, that's what you just said.
Hold on a second, Tommy.
Let's listen to him. Because listen, if you're willing to talk to us, this becomes a different situation.
Dog, we've been willing to talk since the moment they stopped us.
Kibble turned around and went back to the PD. We were near the bank or wherever the fuck. She went back. I don't know who was at the fucking PD. There's a lot of people that were at the PD.
Yeah. So,
Commissioner, came back to us.
We were past 1042, and we were talking with Kibble, and Kibble's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna run back and get my car," and then she runs back towards MRPD. We get distracted because she was gone for a minute, and we saw 2 cop cars pass. One passed without lights, one passed with lights, and we thought that was Kibble just flying down the road.
We're
like,
literally.
"All right, that looks like Kibble." And then we go across the street to a little like alleyway over there.
Gives
Where there's,
cocaine
like,
or whatever
fires and the homeless
skills.
people.
Now he's
Then we
using
come back
Ray
across the
Lee.
street,
It's just
haven't
like,
seen
what the
Kibble
fuck
yet.
is going
Then
on,
we start
bro?
running down Vespucci, and then your cops stop us, like Vespucci and Elgin, and they're like, "You hurt Deborah Kibble." And we go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And we stopped and talked with them. We even ran back to see what the fuck was going on, and we showed them exactly where the last place we talked to Kibble was. We didn't hurt Kibble. Like, we were cooperating with cops because we didn't do that shit. And then we get cops saying, "Oh, they're the ones who did it. Throw them in cuffs."
Of course, I'm gonna slip cuffs because I'm there trying to call my lawyer on the phone.
Well, let's walk
'cause
through
I'm
this
being
for a
chased.
second, okay? Let's walk through this for a second.
Yeah.
Say what you're saying is true, right?
Yeah.
Even then, right? And your counsel can answer this as well. How do we not have probable cause, or not probable cause, sorry, reasonable suspicion to cuff and search you?
Well, I would then ask what happened. Like, you can obviously see what happened to somebody, right? If you look at Kibble, what happened to Kibble? Because they GSR test me, I was GSR negative. I ain't shot no fucking gun. And like, we're being cooperative. Like, there's steps you can take there too, dog. You can say, "Well, why can't we just do this and this?" Well, why don't you look at the fucking person on the ground and figure out, you know, if somebody's stabbed, it's pretty fucking simple to see they've been stabbed. If somebody's shot, it's pretty fucking, you see that shit.
But it's for the
And one of the
officer's safety at that point as well. We have
pulls a
every
gun
right.
out when we're being
But hold on. Back it up, because your argument is wrong. If we have the ability with reasonable suspicion to detain people who might be involved in what happened, we still have, you just said it yourself. We have the full right to search you. And if we come...
No, you ain't got
into
the right to
contact-
search me for reasonable suspicion. Hell no, you ain't got the
We
right
have
to
enough
fucking
to
search me
first.
on that.
Can I butt in real quick?
Which you never did, you dumb fuck.
I did. I literally told you for officer safety. I'm
Then-
patting you down.
Okay, then how would have what happened to Kibble happened to her?
I don't know. We weren't there.
Who
We
knows?
were down the
with
street.
her, then she ran away.
Well, you just said it. She was foaming from the mouth, right?
No, you said that. Or one of you said that. When we
I
last
didn't
saw
say that.
Kibble,
I said
Kibble
that.
was perfectly fine. She was just past 1042. She said, "I'm running back to MRP to get my car." The last time I saw Kibble was at the corner of like fucking Center Street and Vespucci.
Okay, but we're going back to the search. All that aside for a second. If she is foaming from the mouth, what is the likely cause? What, injection?
Rabies.
Pill?
I don't
Maybe
fucking know.
rabies. Who fucking knows?
Cheetos.
One of those things or any of those things are possible. So even if it was a gun or a knife or whatever we came across, it didn't matter because we were looking for something that would have caused this reaction in Deborah Kibble, which could have been pills, drugs, anything. Meaning that we had to do a full search to find anything like that. Anything that could have been an object large enough to put our hands on, right, and feel was something that we could search at that time. And your attorney knows that.
Okay, if that was communicated, I probably would have consented to a search, but instead I was told,
"Yeah,
we have multiple witnesses of you hurting her."
Yeah, that's like,
and then the witness pulls a gun. Everyone tells him to put the gun away, and then he walks away scot-free. That
Yeah.
man
At that point, you were
is
already in cuffs.
notorious. Let me finish, please. That man is notorious with that pink hat for hating us. In fact, I will admit, I shot him one time. He does not like us.
But
He has an
remember what I
active- he
said?
has-
I
he has
said
an active
multiple
bench
witnesses,
warrant.
right? I said multiple
Then
witnesses.
who are your multiple
I'm not going to
witnesses?
tell you. I'm not going to tell you.
Like,
you guys
give
have
it-
gone after
then-
multiple
then
witnesses
the
before.
the motherfucking cops here can take a look and see who is claiming this shit and check the validity of that. Because I got multiple witnesses
trust me,
here
they
that say
are
we didn't do that shit.
Very valid,
Let's
reliable
be honest.
sources.
Any of you that know the fucking BBMC, if we fucked a cop up, we would own that shit. We'd be laughing, fucking making jokes on that shit.
Is that you're standing over Kibble, AJ, and you're saying, I know these guys did it, I just can't prove it. And then suddenly you put us in cuffs.
No, that's not how it went down, though, is it?
That's exactly how it went
No,
down.
it's not. No, it's not. I mean, listen.
Let me quickly punch in. So, let me get this. You're trying to justify a search after the fact based on a medical emergency with the foaming out of the mouth that occurred later, but at the time of the interaction of the officers letting them leave, letting Kibble leave them, clearly shows that there was no immediate probable cause or urgency, and you
We're not
But
arguing
we're talking about
probable
reasonable
cause.
suspicion.
We have reasonable
Arrest.
suspicion to believe they were involved in causing it. It had nothing to do with a justifiable medical emergency. It had to do with reasonable suspicion that they were involved and the imminent destruction of any evidence that could have been on their person
All right,
if they had
so
fled the scene.
all right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Pink hair motherfucker, pink hat motherfucker. You're an alleged witness. I got reason to believe that motherfucker lurking around MRPD. How do you know he didn't hurt Kibble? And we're getting fucking set up because that bitch boy yesterday was in Vespucci Court talking mad shit. So I'm just saying, you want to talk about like reasonable suspicion? You're blaming us off an assumption. That guy had just as much fucking reason to do some shit, and honestly, probably more opportunity than we did. But hey,
Well,
we're the bad guys.
it's not just off of an assumption. It's also off of sworn witness
Arctic
testimony.
with a kick. Sub.
Well, it's a sworn witness, the man
So
that has
there's
the
two
pink hat
things
that
at
does
play
not like
here. So you
us.
can't pick one thing and then close the other hand. Listen, we're willing to talk to you, but you have to also see it from our perspective that we had the right to detain. We had the right to detain you both.
And we've told you the truth.
We did vocalize that we're happy to step aside and have a conversation, and then we were thrown instantly into cuffs.
No, hold on. Well, that's not
The
true.
aggression went from 0 to 100 because we were happy to talk. We were happy.
We
even
came back here
to check up on
voluntarily.
Kibble.
Listen,
Because they said
the
Kibble was
thing is
hurt,
where you're not
and we came back to
understanding.
check on her.
Regardless of if you're cuffs or not, you're still detained, right? I detained you, and I told you I'm not going to place you in cuffs yet. But once I found out further information, you were involved in the Kibble thing, as well as an EMS situation, right?
What was the further information,
an EMS situation that also occurred. Then I placed you in cuffs because I knew how serious it was getting.
What's the charge? Because there's nothing serious. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck you're even charged. You're saying an EMS. What's the fucking charge, dog?
That is going to be aggravated assault and battery.
What?
With what?
With the
There's no activation. There's no weaponry behind it.
We don't need charge on the Kibble thing today. We already
No,
went through
we're
that.
talking about the EMS.
Well, no. Well, sorry, your officer here just said part of the reason why he put us in cuffs was because we committed some other crime allegedly too. So
I think he's talking about the EMS situation yesterday. It was kidnapping of a government official.
no, he's
No, today, guys.
I served time for that shit, dog.
No, today.
Hold on. I'm hungry.
Like,
who's gonna feed
like
me?
y'all should go find your ducks and put them in a fucking row.
Look,
Mikey,
the guy
feed
that
me?
I'm arresting here
Yes,
on the
sir.
left, Mr.
Mikey,
Puff,
feed me?
he's getting arrested for
Yes, sir.
resisting
Yes, sir.
arrest.
Yes, sir.
I told him I was putting him in cuffs.
I
and
got
he ran
40
away
plates.
from
I got
me
40
and
plates
then
of food right here.
I
for you,
can't,
sir.
I can't hear. People are fucking yelling over
Stuff it
there.
down. Stuff it down.
So it's gonna be for
Can
him.
you
it's gonna
please
be
shut up
resisting
over
arrest.
there?
I don't know about the other guy.
Hey, what's your name?
making that
Blonde
clear.
cop.
Chick kicks.
All right, I was arrested last night for that shit. I'm gonna tell you
We're
straight
not
up.
talking about
this
last night,
motherfucker-
though.
I know.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not talking about last
talking
night.
about-
When
You're not
talking about
listening,
the EMS, you're
AJ.
talking about last
All
night.
right,
Rivers,
AJ, you're not
Rivers,
listening.
come here.
Ch-
No,
Yeah, Rivers-
you guys are not
this guy-
listening.
I
River,
understand
River,
you
hold
are,
on.
but
Everyone,
I
everyone,
understand
everyone,
you.
listen,
No.
listen. No, hold on, listen. Rivers, today was there an incident with EMS where we got 2 witness EMSs?
Yes, and EMS
There we
was
go,
drugged,
finally.
and the 2
With
other
what?
EMS witnessed 2 BBMC members trying to give her sugar. It ended up being cocaine.
There we go. See? And then what else?
Was it cocaine?
Was it cocaine?
And then they were, well, it was tested in her blood, and it was cocaine. And
I didn't give no EMS cocaine, dog.
They were shown a picture of you two after detainment, and they positively identified both of you as
Again,
the individuals who.
I
gave the
did not
sugar.
give EMS cocaine. I don't know where the fuck they got cocaine from. I ain't give no EMS. If I had cocaine, I would do my own cocaine. I'm a coke addict.
The point I'm making is where if 2 EMS have made reports about you, right, that gives me more than enough reason to detain you and put you in cuffs. That's why I escalated it from a detainment without cuffs and then I put you in cuffs. Either way, I could have put you in cuffs instantly.
So it's went from the commissioner to the assistant commissioner to 2 EMS.
The commissioner also
My name is
informed me
AJ
of
Hunter,
this.
and I just throw everyone else under the bus so I can make a road to drive on.
What are you talking about?
Also,
Commissioner, did you not tell me also
but
about the EMS?
team members with their cuts look very similar.
See?
If you don't know them personally, you cannot identify
There was a
them
picture taken
separately.
from them. So not wearing a mask, you can identify them. You absolutely can. You can see their face.
If we argue in RS, it's pretty straightforward. The individuals were identified and seen leaving the scene of a crime, and they were detained.
And I'm still waiting.
Boom.
I'm still waiting for the charges. Then, like,
The
what
RS
charges are being
has
pressed?
to exist at the moment that someone stops someone based on a specific fact, not something to figure out afterwards. That's my argument. My clients were allowed to leave, and only later they
It was
were
not
stopped
figured
and
out
accused.
afterwards, Counselor. I ordered
they-
detainment the second that the witness came over
No,
and
I mean, with
identified these
people
two
leave-
individuals.
You mean the guy in the pink
Whether or
hat that
not-
was
whether or
unattended in front of
not-
MRPD with the person who's down on the
whether
ground?
or
Good fucking
not-
police work, Leanne. Crack
Whether-
job.
Do you want to go in the fucking
Let it finish,
corner
let it
like we
finish.
were going to do originally, or you want to keep talking shit? Because I've had it with you.
Column A, column B.
Okay, whether or not
Just let it
AJ had originally heard the original command, which was to detain, which I don't think he did because there's a lot of chaos on the radio at the time, I still made the call for the original detainment. It was not decided afterwards. I had the RS at that point. And I thought that we said that we were going to be moving past the Kibble thing. We were going to hold the charge on that anyway. There is RS. You can find it.
No, they're hung up on the search. That's the problem.
They're hung up on the
They're saying
search?
we didn't
Okay.
have the right to search them, and we did. I understand the other points in terms of like basic humanity and trust between the police and you and trying to do the right thing. I understand that. I do. There's some validity there, but you also need to understand that you're a designated terrorist organization. No?
Oh, speaking of that, any of you guys know Daryl LaDirt?
What charge are we gonna push for the EMS thing?
No.
Looking for him.
Well, AJ said aggravated assault and battery, but
Talking about the FIB agent?
Yeah. Oh, you know him?
What do you mean?
Bro, I don't even know.
What about Daryl LaDirt?
It was revealed during a court case the other day that he is the person currently in possession of the Vespucci properties, some that we believe were seized from folks who, well, weren't charged with fuck all. So we're trying to put him to task. We just want to talk to him, see what's going on.
Not around right now.
Anyway,
I
what
took
charges
the
we got here?
FIB out of my precinct. We don't work with them.
Okay.
Well, I'll say.
That's a
Mr.
second.
Puff,
That's a different conversation.
Miss Lawyer, what's your state ID?
You keep asking for what the charge is. For Mr. Puff, he's getting
4827?
charged with resisting and then possession. For this instance.
What about yesterday?
I did you to
I'll have
25417.
to talk with my other officer about that
Because I can explain yesterday. Unless you need, like, fucking.
25417.
I mean, I don't really know what there's to explain.
I mean, there's quite a bit.
AJ, come here.
We'll deal with that after.
So for the EMS thing.
Well,
could there be a
Leanne told
cocaine?
me aggravated assault and battery, but I don't know what the fuck you give someone for drugging someone.
There's not a
Maybe
charge.
reckless endangerment, because we could more easily articulate reckless endangerment.
There needs to be a penal code proposed for drugging somebody under false pretenses. So telling them they're having candy and
Yeah.
it ends up being narcotics.
And maybe reckless endangerment. That's easier because it just says it
Well,
creates substantial risk of
let's ask
injury.
Leanne because. Oh.
Yeah.
So, you said aggravated
Sure.
assault and battery, right?
I said assault and battery, AJ.
Oh, well, assault and
Oh.
battery.
I think, though, an argument could be made, drug being used as a weapon.
I agree.
If that is
but
what
yeah.
happened. But I do think we should wait till Kibble's statement. Because we got them on these things now.
No, we're
This
talking
is
about
the EMS
thing.
situation.
Yeah, the
Okay.
EMS that happened today. The one while the Kibble thing was happening.
So what's the arguments
What-
here? Do we have
what
arguments, counsel?
For giving
Which are-
EMS
Basically,
cocaine or
and
whatever.
the two EMS
I think
have
the
ID'd
council
both
has not
these
had
guys
time to
as
actually talk
the
to them.
individuals that gave another EMS some sort of like cocaine or something, and then drugged the EMS, right?
Did we even get to
They
talk
called
about
it
yesterday?
sugar.
Last night, those
Sugar is a
charges?
very common name for cocaine. Within the preponderance of doubt,
Tommy
no doubt that
Puff
they give
over
her
here,
cocaine.
He is facing
And
other
they
charges from
specifically
last night as
tried
well.
getting the other two EMS
So
to
those need
take
to
the
be
sugar.
dealt with separately.
Now, so I know
Let's
we're
get this
dropping the Kibble
incident
thing,
figured
but
out
this
with.
can be
Okay?
used to solidify the Kibble case in the future if
yeah,
we want to
so
pursue
let
charges
them talk
as
There's
a
a pattern.
pattern because
Yeah.
they give her Skittles, aka candy, like, you know, using those terms, you know.
I mean, it was sad because we're a terrorist organization. Even though we were
What about reckless
We can-
endangerment?
Yeah, that's what Sasha recommended, reckless endangerment for
Yeah,
the,
reckless endangerment.
the EMS.
Yeah, but if we do that, then when we push the charges for Kibble, we would then have to kinda do the same.
Then it would be
possibly.
reckless
No,
endangerment.
no.
Hear me out. We take this case afterwards, and we push for a penal code change. So then, when we push the Kibble thing, then they get charged with unlawfully drugging somebody.
No, you can't retroactively. That's actually unconstitutional, River. -1.
All right, well, let's just get these guys. So
We have to make it work with what we can. There is arguments for assault.
there is, yeah.
Using drugs like that. It's pretty easy to articulate.
Actually, I threat. Assault does not mention any weapon, so yeah, we can do assault.
Wait, so there's two.
But you
EMS.
could identify the drug as a weapon too. There's ways to articulate either charge.
Yeah, I mean, it falls under burden, injury to another person.
She's in the ICU for observation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
they
we have
both.
the report? The medical report, did they finish that yet? Do we know?
Oh, I can't see medical reports, but we have the report number.
I'll look at
If someone's able to look at it, it's in there.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
All right, Rivers, you do. I mean, listen, both work. Reckless endangerment or assault and battery, and they're both 8 months, so it's pretty much the same charge. So we'll go with assault and battery, and we'll just.
But listen to this. Listen to this. I'm reading another burden of proof of assault on a government official. Defendant knowingly or intentionally assaulted or caused harm to a person employed by the government. The victim was not actively engaging in enforcement or official action against the defendant at the time. That was probably true as well. Defendant targeted the victim due to their role, employment, or status as a public servant. Possibly, we would have to prove it. The assault was unprovoked or retaliatory in nature. We would also have to prove that. But the first two burnings definitely do match. It seems.
Yeah, but if you're going to go for extra burdens on that, then you better wait till you get Kibble's statement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We gotta wait till she comes out. So you guys gonna have to wait for her to drop a warrant on that one.
Yeah.
So
But
they want
the
to do
assault on
that.
a government
Wait to
official
drop
could
the
work
one.
on EMS as well, no?
Yeah, it could. Also, they did make a statement saying they're looking for somebody at MRPD. They're gonna go look for somebody at MRPD. So, I would
Did
say.
you talk to the victim, the EMS victim? Were they
she was
conscious?
still. They were conscious, but they looked like they
Still
were
high.
hyped and still under the. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
I would honestly wait for statements on either one of them. But we got them on this.
Push them on the positions and
Yeah.
keep the
And
investigation
then
open until.
we can charge the guy in Black Cut for the incident last night, the accessory of the government kidnapping, government official kidnapping.
Yeah, charge them with what you can. Get the statements from the victims, so you can get a real solid case. Because this is it's serious. If that's the case, if this wasn't something that just went wrong into a direction that wasn't meant to be, then it's something that we need to take serious.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's just wait for a victim statement and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, get them what you can tonight. Don't shoehorn something that you're not ready for.
Okay.
River.
That's my advice.
Have you looked at the report? Officers held up at the hospital. Is that? I just want to make sure. Is that what we were talking about with yesterday with Tommy Puff? Because.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
Bro,
Tommy
this was.
Puff, yeah, I was gonna give him accessory. He never actively pointed a gun, but he was actively the negotiator in the situation, so he's actively involved in the kidnapping and the successful hostage negotiations.
Yeah, I think going with accessory is safer in that instance because they'll take it to court and they'll say, well, you don't have a picture of him with a gun. And that's
So stupid, the whole thing, bro.
Gun, so yeah.
But we don't even. I don't even think on the pictures we have a gun in his hand. So
yeah. So, but it's
I just wanna
definitely
make
him
sure
in the
'cause-
pictures.
Yeah, it was just another EMS situation got brought up when I was scared that we were talking about something completely different and I was off on my
No,
own.
there was an EMS drug today, and then this was officers held up last night.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So we have accessory to kidnapping on that.
Mhm.
I can push that as well because as long as you're here, then we're good.
Yep.
We have this.
All right, we're going to talk about a situation from last night. Pops, what do you recall?
Carter, if you continue to go down that road, you may be shot. There's gonna be a individual in their underwear with a plastic
Yeah.
on the western side.
So I'm gonna tell the lawyer that we're not gonna push anything for 25417. I'll push charges at a later date.
But the EMS one, we're just gonna leave.
Something we don't.
The
I think we're
EMS
waiting for
one,
the-
we're gonna.
But don't leave it. Actually,
for
let's
the-
push for it, alright?
I think we're
No,
Cassidy wanted us to wait for the victim's statement because she was still high. We couldn't get it.
Oh no, trust me. Once I get the statement,
Yeah.
I figure out how I'm gonna push charges.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, so
we'll have these guys in by tomorrow.
So the one guy, Flop is his name or whatever, he's gonna be probably free to walk out of here, but the other guy's gonna go down for the accessory kidnapping of a government official from last night.
My guy's going down anyway.
No, Flops is looking at
yeah, I
failure to
forgot
be a
you
lawful
guys-
order and
yeah.
criminal possession class 1.
Yeah,
But he's good.
Okay, so they're both going for a little bit.
My guy's going for a while.
Okay.
If you don't take fire within the next 5 minutes, we'll go and grab that other one, and then we'll start the triage for that individual and my suspect as well. Is that cool with everybody?
Hey, Sparkles, can I approach?
There's still one on this side of the river, just a little like farther down the west.
So just to notify you, Sparkles 44 25417. Today we will not be pushing.
Wait, you too quick, get too quick. I have not even much problem.
What's going on?
The report EMS given narcotics. Today we will not pushing charges. We will be pushing them at a later date. So
what
for
does that
that
mean?
report,
I think we're trying to deal with the issues of the detainment today.
okay.
Yeah, so what they're saying is that the things that they originally said they took us into like under arrest for, they're not gonna push, but it's okay because once we were in cuffs, they found illegal things on us.
No, so
No, that's not what's being said. That's your interpretation of what's being said because you're being a crybaby. What I'm telling you is we decided that we don't want to push those charges today because you want to rush to a bench trial to try to blow past the fact that we have not been able to get statement from an officer who's down. At the time, we had every right to detain you because we did not know the condition that Deborah Kibble was going to be in or not be in.
I mean, you said you had DMS stuff, right? You got those statements. Why aren't you pushing that shit? Because y'all just said you had that shit. That's what we were bench trialing. You said you weren't pushing Kibble today.
with the EMS
We're not
thing,
pushing
we
Kibble
will.
today.
Yeah. No,
We're
I
gonna
understand that.
We're pushing the charges that came from the detainment and questioning, and then we're going to push the stuff on Mr. Proof.
So,
But we said
so-
we we're going to talk about that separate.
Well, but no,
We're gonna deal with the
what I'm
first
asking,
incident first.
Commissioner, is your people, they made the claims about the EMS shit, right? They said they had all their stuff for that.
See, the
So
problem
why
is
why the backstepping?
You're not listening. So what Sasha just said about that situation is that the EMS that was drugged up is still. I mean, she's high as fuck right now still. So therefore, we cannot take a statement. So once it's out of her system and she wants to put a statement in, then we will decide to press charges after.
I mean, we can still press charges today based on the fact that there was a hostage situation of an officer, and we will be pressing those today. If we want to escalate the charges on another day when it comes to what happened to the EMS, that's a separate matter. We're charging him today for holding up an officer. I'm not waiting on that. That's getting done today.
Yeah, that's going to be that guy.
Where does the holding
You are
up
part of it.
an
You are an
officer
accessory
come
to
now?
that. Because this is why we want to separate these scenarios, because it's getting messy. Let us deal with what happened.
Commissioner, I think we're pretty good on separating things. Like we've been
Let's
ready to talk
do
about
that.
the hospital
There's
thing.
3 incidences here, right? There's the one
Attention.
from yesterday. There's one with Kibble, and there's another one today with the EMS. There's 3 situations we're currently working on. That's all right? Now, with the one from yesterday, that guy there will be getting the charges for yesterday. The EMS one is on hold until we get the EMS that was drugs full statement. And on with Kibble.
I've got a name, by the way.
I mean, okay, what's your name? Sorry, sir.
Look at the report.
All right, well, whoever this guy
French.
is going to be getting arrested for yesterday's incident. And then the Kibble and the EMS incident happened today. Once we get Kibble's and the EMS's statements, then we'll push charges on that. There we go. Simple, right? Does that make sense?
So, fuck the shit that you are now choosing to not press charges on.
No, we're not.
Let's get to
not
the one that the
choosing
charges are being pressed on.
There we go. Okay, we can talk about the charges that will be being pressed today, which will be failure to obey a lawful order, as well as criminal possession of a firearm class 1. That is going to be for you, Mr. Flops.
Where does the failure of obeying a lawful order come now suddenly?
I was writing my whole statement in. So, as I said, he decided to run in circles and kept ignoring AJ Hunter's lawful order to stop and to be placed in cuffs. And he kept running around in circles saying, we're talking. And I warned him 3 times.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give 2 fucks about whatever like bullshit possession charges here. Like we've said over and over now, we want to talk about the hospital. Like that is what I'm trying to get back to.
Yes.
Like
Okay, so if
the
you want to
bullshit
talk...
possession charges are small potato shit.
Okay, so then
that
that's
is what it is.
The only situation now left is going to be the one from yesterday. Now that is going to be Miss Rivers here, and that's going to be for that guy over there.
Can I please have the
like I
report
said,
for
I got a fucking
yesterday?
name.
So right, so you'll be added to that
Yeah.
report.
The situation yesterday, I was the sole conspirator because pretty much everyone I fucking care about was either dead or dying. I performed surgery on an individual with Nancy in an attempt to save his fucking life.
Then how can we explain we were negotiating with Tommy Poof with an officer with his arms up in the air?
Okay, I believe
Directly
it
next to
was...
him.
Yeah, no. There was a lot of misunderstandings. You can talk to... There was Ace Moore, who was the one who assisted me in a surgery last night. Tommy, shortly before that, was on the fucking table, dead. I had to drain his fucking lungs, shock his ass, and push adrenaline. This motherfucker was on so much... I can't tell the difference between 20 and 200. This motherfucker was on so much adrenaline yesterday. It's a miracle I didn't accidentally kill him while trying to save his life. Nancy's a fucking wild time. There was some miscommunications. The guy with his hands up, that he was unhelpful in the surgery room, so I said fuck off. The person out there who went to hold up somebody, don't know why the fuck they did that shit. It wasn't Tommy. He could have been near them, yes. There's a lot going on in the hospital. It's hectic. Tommy was there as a patient. This motherfucker was almost fucking dead.
Yeah, that's not Tommy. I'm currently looking at the evidence photos. This is not Tommy.
Like I said, and I ate the charges for this shit. I was the sole conspirator. Anything that did happen happened under my direction. I was trying to save my friends. Thankfully, the ones I worked on lived. And you can confirm with Josie, because I talked with Josie today about
Oh my god, brother.
my attempts at trying to cauterize and do surgery last night and how fucking shitty it was. So that's what happened last night.
Oh my god, sir. Alright, well, Rivers,
You just
this is
discovered
going to
my
be
name.
your...
Congratulations.
Your name is Sir?
Agent Hunter.
Okay, so your defense is the fact that he wasn't conscious. He became an accessory, though, the minute that he was with you, negotiating, in your stead, involved in the crime. That's the problem.
The issue was I was negotiating with Ace Moore, who was attempting to negotiate over the radio, but because cops continuously yelling at each other and it was a shit show, there couldn't be active negotiations. I was the one negotiating. I was negotiating through Ace through his radio.
Bro, this is just a big so stupid, bro.
Because everyone else there.
If you're gonna
was in
troll and
different
give
states of
cocaine, mate.
fucking-
Okay, but he was negotiating with the officers. He was. River, who I sent in to clean up the clusterfuck, literally was negotiating with him.
Yesterday, you accepted my deal that I was the sole conspirator, and I surrendered myself to the PD, and you let everyone else go.
Yes. for an officer's life under duress, which
No.
makes...
Hold on, I told the guy to put the fucking gun down on the officer. That officer's life was no longer under duress, Commissioner. I told him, I looked at the guy and I
That
go, it's a
officer was
fucking
still
hospital.
in danger between you and us, right? Between
No,
all of
he
you
wasn't.
and us. Yeah, the whole time. Until we had full control of that officer and that officer was with us without any line of danger, he was
I told
still
that
in
officer
danger.
to leave the surgery, either help or leave, and he left. And then when I found out there was somebody holding a gun on him, that the person holding wasn't Tommy, I told the motherfucker, put the fucking gun down. It's a fucking hospital. You can ask your officer that.
Oh, he still had a gun in hand even when he put it
I
back.
was gonna say,
And it
yeah,
wasn't
this is-
Still a
Tommy.
threat.
And it wasn't Tommy.
Right. So, okay.
Like we
What does that
agreed.
do with him
We
being an
agreed yesterday.
accessory to the crime?
Dude had 200 fucking milligrams of adrenaline pumping through him. I don't think he knew where the fuck he was at that time.
So what, are we claiming temporary insanity now?
If 200 milligrams of adrenaline can do that,
this shit is just like...
I'm not a medical professional. I was fucking flying by the seat of my pants with Nancy, dog.
You're not a medical professional, but you, what, administered 3 fucking surgeries?
2. Under the direction of
surgeries?
Nancy.
But you're not a medical professional.
I asked Nancy, what should I do? And she said, well, Ace helped for the second one. Ace actually came in clutch. He caught her eyes like a champ. I can take bodies apart. I got no problem with that shit. Putting them back together, I learned some shit last night. Nancy directed, we did. Because we tried to get a fucking doctor. You can verify that with fucking Seraphine.
Okay. Okay. Counselor, do you see the point I'm making, though? That he's an accessory to the crime. He was doing the negotiation. He was there. An officer was held up.
I don't see no visible content other than him being up on the stairs.
No, he would
Shows
literally
him
was
there.
talking to Morgan. We have
There's even a
pictures of him.
picture of him talking to me face to face.
He's ID'd him right here. I understand where the argument is coming from that he didn't physically hold the gun, but as we know with the law, in terms of these situations, that isn't totally relevant for an accessory.
The only picture I see from Sasha with someone from BBMC is not Tommy Pafto.
Okay, well, it's really great then that you have 2 officers giving you eyewitness testimony who have ID'd him as the one that was
On the right
negotiating.
side.
The commissioner and River, and I can probably pull over 3 other people that could ID him. Those looking him straight in the eye.
It's 8 pictures from the top or from the bottom.
No, arguing in the cells isn't wrong, but it's nothing wrong with arguing in the cells. It's just like just going in circles, exactly.
You know,
Well,
Dundee definitely was right.
as of right now, flop.
Okay.
The only
name.
charges
Can't argue to the
flop,
charge.
sir. The only charges you're looking at right now is criminal possession in class 1 and failure to obey a lawful order. All right. I don't believe you have any involvement in the EMS situation from yesterday. Well, you do, but
he was already charged.
I don't think
for
you're
it.
getting charged for it. So therefore, I mean, you're pretty much done. So can we get you at least sent off for now, and then your friend can worry about whatever's happening with him?
That's not my friend. It's my fucking prime minister. Show him respect.
Whatever he is, prime minister. Would you like to be, you know, would you like to plea? Counselor, you ready for Mr. Flops at least, or you still need him?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Yeah. I don't argue the charges.
Alright, so Mr. Flops, how do you plead to criminal possession of a firearm class 1 and failure to obey a lawful order?
Not guilty.
Alright, and Louis, what was your state ID?
4827.
Alright, so you're gonna be looking at only 9 months and a $5,300 fine. Sounds good?
Not guilty.
I'll drop it down to like 5 months, right? And I'll drop down the fine by 15% because of the lawyer. Alright, so you're looking at 5 months and a $4,505 fine. You good to go?
Not guilty.
Yes, put down not guilty. Don't worry.
I take this as a yes.
Alright. Goodbye. All right, now we can focus on Mr. Tommy here.
Okay, give me a second.
What? Let's just do this first, then we can talk about the hospital situation after. I'll let Rivers come on over and do that. You're going to be looking at 1 times principal possession class 1, the principal possession of meth, 3 times principal possession illegal modifications for the firearm, 1 times principal resisting arrest. That was the whole reason for this. There was a wait time now.
There's one thing I'm gonna add to this. I cannot see.
Yep. Sorry, say that again.
Okay.
I can't see anything of. There's no notes. I can't see how many drugs he had.
Oh yeah, sorry. I've
Okay, it's just a formality, but in the end of the day, I like to see because I can't see which level you guys put them in.
So don't send him up yet. Just hold on to his charges until Rivers is ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I was just letting you guys finish all your talking with the other guy.
We're not. I still need to get a plea from him on this first, and then we'll move to that.
You said you already got the first one done?
No, I'm still.
Okay.
That's everything.
Okay, thank you, because again, I can't see him in your report so much it is. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Nothing to argue.
Sorry, say that again? What's going on?
Jake, I can't hear you. You're very quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't saying anything. I was just waiting for what you were gonna say.
I said I'm not arguing any of those charges. I can now see what they actually had and.
Yeah, I mean it's all just possession charges plus the resisting, which I've already laid that out. Okay, are you ready to play?
Plead? Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay. Obviously you've been down here for a while, so I'll just match what Hunter did, do 15%, and then I'll wait until you guys are done with that, then we can set them up.
All right, and then on the charge of accessory kidnapping of a government official, 30 months, 15,000 from the situation last night. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
And I'll just match the reduction that he gave you for the first one. All right, am I good to send him up?
Hold on, don't send him yet. I gotta give him back his.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure.
Could be everything. Yep.
Did you want the reduction on your time or your fine, sir?
Tommy Poof, you're my sworn mortal enemy for wasting over an hour of my time.
Love you.
Did you say time or fine? I'm so sorry.
I prefer time.
Over on the time. Okay.
Yeah, I want less time if possible.
Holy.
Yep,
I'll send you after.
Miss Lawyer.
Yep, it's all done.
Holy fuck, we out, mate.